Hello children. Today we begin with the last part of this lesson, that is mixed examples. Mixed examples, you are going to have sums wherein you may have to add two numbers and then you may have a subtraction, or you may have subtract two numbers and then you may have an addition. So you will have both addition and subtraction mixed in your questions. Okay, now these are the solved examples which are there in your textbook on page number 13 of your textbook. Now first example 1, it's 4,13,758 plus 2,09,542 minus 5,16,304. Now what you have to do is the first two numbers, since there is an addition sign in between, you're going to add both of them. Okay, so 4,13,758 plus 2,09,542. When you add, it's normal addition, you get 6,23,300. Now from this sum, you're going to subtract 5,16,304. Normal subtraction. So you get 1,06,996. Okay. Now for the second example, 3,45,678 minus 1,62,054. So you are first going to subtract both these numbers. The answer that you get, 1,83,624, you're going to add it to 6,127. And your answer will be 7,83,751. Okay. Now these are the solved examples which are there in your textbook, and I'm just trying to explain this to you so that it becomes, you get an idea of what is going to come in your exercise. Now look at example 3. The total amount spent on building a certain house was rupees 87,14,530. Of this amount, rupees 24,72,615 was spent on buying the plot of land, rupees 50,43,720 on the construction material, and the rest on labor charges. What was the amount spent on labor? Now, the question is very clear. For the total amount that was spent on building a certain house, okay, was the first amount, 87,14,530. Now this amount has been split up into three different things. First is on buying the plot of land. Then second is for the construction material. And third is for the labor charges. All these three put together is going to give you the amount spent on building the house. So what you can do is, we can add up amount spent on buying the plot of land and the money spent on construction material. Add both of these and subtract this sum from the total amount spent on building the house. What will you get? You will get the amount that is required, that was spent on labor charges. This is one method to do. Okay. Now method 1, they have done what they have done from the total amount spent. They have subtracted the cost of the plot. So you get an amount which consists of cost of material and labor. That is 62,41,915. Now from here I am going to subtract the cost of the material. So what do I get? I get the amount spent on labor, 11,98,195. How do I verify the answer? I add up cost of the plot, the amount spent on it, amount spent on cost of material, and amount spent on labor. If I add all these three amounts, what should I get? I should get the amount spent on building the house, and it's come correct. So that means what I've done is correct. The second method is what I told you first. We are going to add cost of the plot and the material. Both I add. I get 75,16,335, and this I subtract from the total amount spent on building the house. So I'll get the amount spent on labor, which is 11,98,195. Okay, so this is another method. Now both the methods are correct. Whichever you feel is easy for you to understand and do, you can follow that method. Now, children, these are all solved examples for you to practice. Okay, you need not write this in the classwork. You need not write this in the classwork. It's only for you to practice in your rough book. Now, what you're going to start writing in your classwork is from problem set 13. First question, the forest department planted 23,078 trees of Khair, 19,476 of Behada, besides trees of several other kinds. If the department planted 50,000 trees altogether, how many trees were neither of Khair nor of Behada? So, the first set of trees were of Khair, the second number of trees were of Behada. They have planted some more trees of other kinds. You have to find that out. Okay, and total number of trees that were planted altogether is 50,000. So how will you do it? You can add first and the second. You get the total number of Khair as well as Behada trees. Subtract that from the total number of trees, 50,000. You will get the number of trees which are of the other kind. So I'll show you how to do this. So number of Khair trees 23,078, number of Behada trees 19,476. So add both these up. So what is the total number you get? Children, I hope this addition you can do it yourself, right? You have done this in the previous exercises. So you get 42,554. Now the total number of trees that were planted in the forest were how many? 50,000. Now from this 50,000, if I subtract this number of Khair and Behada trees, what will I get? I'll get the number of trees of the other kinds of trees that were planted. So I'm going to subtract 50,000 minus 42,554. So I'll get 7,446. Okay, children, I hope it's clear to you. We go to the second question. Second question. A city has a population of 37 lakhs 4,926. If this includes 11 lakhs 24,069 men and 10 lakhs 96,478 women, what is the number of children in the city? So number of men plus women plus children together constitute the total population. Now in this total population, they have given you the number of men and women. They have asked you to find the number of children. So what will you do? You will add number of men and women, subtract that sum from the total population, you will get the number of children. So that's how you're supposed to do it, right? So number of men 11 lakh 24,069, number of women 10 lakhs 96,478, add both, you get 22 lakhs 20,547. That's the total number of men and women. Now, what is the total population of that city? 37 lakhs 4,926. From here, you're going to subtract the number of men and women to get the number of children. So when you subtract, you get 14 lakhs 84,379. That's the number of children in the city. Okay. We go to question number 3. Question number 3. The management of a certain factory had 25 lakhs 40,600 rupees in the labor welfare fund. From this fund, 12 lakhs 37,865 rupees were used for medical expenses. 8 lakh 42,317 rupees was spent on education of workers' children, and the remaining was put aside for a canteen. How much money was put aside for the canteen? So what must you do? We will add the amount spent on medical expenses plus education. We will add both those amounts, subtracted from the total amount which is there in the fund, labor welfare fund. So you will get the amount that was put aside for the canteen, right? So let's see how we have to do it. Amount spent for medical expenses and amount spent for education. You're going to add both of them up. 12 lakhs 37,865 plus 8 lakhs 42,317. When you add both, you get 20 lakhs 80,182. This is the total amount spent for both together. What is the total amount in the welfare fund? 25 lakhs 40,600. Now from this, if I were to subtract the amount spent for medical expenses and education, what I get will be the amount that is spent for canteen. So when you subtract, you get 4,60,418. So this is the money that is put aside for canteen. Okay. We go to the last question, number 4. Question number 4. For a 3-day cricket match, 13,608 tickets were sold on the first day and 8,955 on the second day. If altogether 36,563 tickets were sold in 3 days, how many were sold on the third day? So, total number of tickets which were sold in all 3 days is 36,563. Number of tickets sold on the first day, 13,608. Number of tickets sold on the second day, 8,955. So if I were to add the tickets sold on the first and the second day and subtract it from the total number of tickets sold, I would get the number of tickets which were sold on the third day. So that's how I have to do it. So how many tickets? Tickets sold on the first day, 13,608. Tickets sold on the second day, 8,955. Add both of them, you get 22,563. Now what is the number of tickets sold on all 3 days together? 36,563. From this, if I subtract the tickets sold on 2 days, I'll get the tickets sold on the on the third day, which is 14,000. So final answer, 14,000 tickets were sold on the third day. Okay, children, I hope all these 4 questions which we have done today are clear to you. With this, we are finishing chapter number 3. Okay, addition and subtraction. So now for this exercise, though I have explained to you the solved examples, those are just for you to revise. You need to complete only problem set 13. So today we are doing only this one exercise, because with this we finish off with this chapter. Now I hope children you have completed your classwork with all the questions that I have told you so far. So your classwork should be complete up to problem set 13. Okay. So with this we finish with chapter 3. In the next session that we have, we will start with lesson number 4. Okay. So that's all for today, children. Thank you.